Superior, great, good, decent, and trash, and not played. So first of all, the only one I have not played is the original. I heard things about it. I've watched some videos on YouTube. From what I've heard, it's not a very good game, but I'm just gonna play it anyway. So we're gonna go into order. So Assassin's Creed 2. This game was good. I really liked it. I liked how he changed throughout the story and everything. How, from being a crazy teenager to just doing a bunch of random crap. And then doing a bunch of random crap and then becoming an assassin and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to put us in a great tier. I really liked how they actually, put the character development. And I think with a lot of games, that's the best thing you can have with a bunch of characters too. It's character development. I mean, characters have evolved all throughout the game and everything like that. It's a great game. Alright, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I liked it. I liked the fact where you could just have your assassins and but the ending, I don't know why, it was just a bit weird to me. The ending was good, alright, but I don't know, just the fact this Apple, killing Lucy and stuff. It was a good game, but it was, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it. It was a good game, but I'm really mixed on it, so that's where you would put it decent. But I'm more on the good side instead of the bad side. And then I'm in the middle, but I'm not, you know what I mean? Okay, but yeah, that's so. Now we got Revelations. Now, so this one, I'm gonna go with good too. It's alright. You know what? I'm actually just gonna move this down to decent. So I liked how they put in the Altair aspect and everything. The Altair aspect was really good, and I liked that part of it. They made it you do this, you get to play as Altair, and living in the memories, and you're playing as he's old, so he's a lot, blah 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 blah. But I mean, Ezio was kind of getting boring to me. And, he's still a cool character. He's not my favorite character. Actually, I don't know who my favorite character is at this particular second. But, he was alright. It was an alright game. It's just I kind of got a little bored of Ezio. But, I did like the, last couple sequences. Those were pretty good. But, yeah. So, next one here, we have Assassin's Creed 3. Now, a lot of people would probably put this in the trash bin. I liked Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 3 was really good. I don't know why a lot of people do not like Assassin's Creed 3. I loved Assassin's Creed 3. I like this fact that, the American Revolution now, well, they could have made the story a bit better. I mean, come on, Connor wasn't, the coolest character ever. He's kind of boring and just really, really just kind of stubborn as hell and everything. Where's Charles Lee? He just assassinated everybody to get some more information on Charles Lee. I understand his hatred and everything, but I mean, yeah. The ending is pretty good too. Especially the Desmond ending, and I don't really like Desmond. Oh yeah, another thing on this thing, why would they have the Desmond sequences? I don't really understand why they would do that. But anyway, Desmond, I never really liked him. Desmond, I don't know. Okay, so Black Flag I'm going to save for last. Alright, but I mean, he's not next. So we have Liberation. I'm going to put it there. Well, it was okay, but I don't think it was okay enough to go into the decent. You know what I mean? It was not good enough to go into decent. Now, it was short, just luckily. But, I don't really know what to say about this game. Now, while it was short, yeah, because it was DLC. It was just, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it and all of that. It was just a very odd game. I did get 100% in every sequence, which was very hard for whatever reason. I mean, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't as hard to say like Black Flag or something. Basically, it was a good game. I guess. This story, I liked how they like intertwined it with like Connor and they made a relationship. And then they had like that weird DLC for Black Flag where they brought her back. It was 3 missions, but there was no like free play or anything. You just had to free this girl or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't have like the DLCs. So I'm going to be talking about the Black Flag DLCs only because there were so many of them. It's so kind of weird. I'm not going to be talking about like Unit. I mean, yeah, I will, I guess. But I don't know what to say about it. Yeah. Alright, Black Flag, I'm going to say for last. Rogue. This is great tier, actually. It's going to go over all of these. Rogue, I really like the fact of how, you start off as an assassin, so you're like, okay, normal assassin game, this is what we get. And it was actually made for, like, the PS3. And I had an Xbox for a while, and I played it on the Xbox 360. And then, when they brought the remaster, I got the remaster, and which is not really much of a remaster, because, it's basically just a rip-off of Black Flag, honestly. But, excuse me. It was a really good game. I liked the story. I think it could have been a lot bigger. I want, a full story like Black Flag. If we could get some sort of, like, DLC or something, or, like, a new game, after Valhalla isn't on here. I'll give my opinion on that one, too, because this list is probably outdated. It was really good. Ending, good. Animus part of the game, I don't know about that, but, the Animus part of the game, I guess the characters were a bit better than Black Flag, but, yeah. Alright, so next one we got Unity. A lot of bad launch. Honestly, though, it was a pretty good game. Actually, it's gonna go over Revelations here. It was good. I'll be honest. I'll give them that. They tried. It was a pretty good game, but I think, with the bad launch and everything, they did give away the Dead Kings DLC, which I guess was okay. I didn't know what to think of the Dead Kings DLC. It was good, I guess, but, and this game, it was okay. I don't know the story of where, oh yeah, my girlfriend's a Templar and I'm an assassin, but, gonna make it work. You were in prison because, oh, you murdered my dad, and, stuff like that, even though it didn't happen. And they kind of bring, like, Romeo and Juliet story or something like that, and it's like, yes, you were trying to have dates and stuff. It's like, bruh, I don't know, that aspect of the story was like, nah. Alright, Syndicate. So, my favorite character, I don't know why, but it's Jacob. I don't know why my favorite character is Jacob. I don't know why. I just really liked how he was like, such a funny character. He was actually kind of funny. I did like how him and Evie, it was siblings. And I actually like that aspect of the game. I feel like they kind of went with a GTA style where you play as 2 different characters and stuff. And I like that aspect of the game. The fact where, you had the 2, and they get into fights all the time. It was so funny. Especially the beginning of the game and everything like that, too. I didn't play the Jack the Ripper DLC, but I know they tried to make that Jack the Ripper was an assassin or something like that, which I don't know. It's kind of confusing to me. But, yeah, it was a pretty good game. The story was okay. Free play. I like the fact that they were in London. The villains were, I guess, alright. But, yeah. Alright, Origins. I liked it, but I don't think I'm gonna like it enough. Put in decent to put in good. It's gonna go over everything. Now, I don't know. I love the fact he uses ancient Egypt. Now, that special place in the heart right there. Ancient Egypt. Perfect concept. and everything. But I just think at the time, I guess I didn't get the full experience and everything. From what I heard, the DLCs are pretty good. Never played it. I did like how they did everything. I think, the people you killed. Oh, yeah, those were good. Oh, yeah, and the elephant fights. Those elephant battles were really, really fun. And I did like the aspect of how they brought the leveling up to a new high after Syndicate. Syndicate, and Unity had the leveling systems, but they weren't as balanced as Origins and Odyssey made it. They were really balanced, and I liked how, it was grindy. And so I know that, like, with games like this, but I like the fact that it was open world. You had to, you really had, they added, it made it like an RPG. And, I really, really liked that part about this game. Actually, I don't know. I liked, you had the horses were pretty cool. I liked everything they added to this game. Side quests, good as always. But, I don't know. I think I'm gonna move it up to good, actually. It was, now that I'm thinking about all the stuff this game had again, I'm like, oh, it's good again. I mean, I didn't like it. I liked it, but I didn't like it at the time. I liked the bird aspect, how they added all that. I really liked that. And then Odyssey. This is gonna go about the same tier as Origins. I really liked Origins. I really liked Odyssey. Actually, Odyssey, I'm gonna keep Odyssey there. I liked how, Greek mythology, and they put all this, like, oh yeah, the gods and all that stuff, they had it in Origins, but especially with Greece and stuff, made it so much better. The world was about more, like, expansive, a lot more naval combat, even though it wasn't that good. It wasn't as good as, like, they put it into, like, 3 and stuff. And Odyssey, I really liked Odyssey. Origins and Odyssey, I can't choose between them. If I have this whole held at gunpoint, said somebody, which one's better, Origins or Odyssey? I'd be like, boy, shoot me. I can't make a decision. So that's why, like, if I could, I'd just make the same picture. Because, I mean, while overall, different story, different time and place, overall kind of like the same aspect, nothing really changed. Horses and all that armor, they somehow snuck microtransactions in there for whatever reason. But it was good. I'll give them that. All right, now here we go. The one game once and for all. I'm kidding. Superior. Come on now. This game, not only is it the best Assassin's Creed game, it is the best pirate game. I liked how they added the aspect of, naval combat in 3. And, a lot of people were thinking, bro, 3 could be so much better if they really put the naval combat. So naval combat was boring. I liked it a little bit, but it was boring. Combat wasn't also really that good. Time period could have been 100% better. But this game, oh my god, this game, man, this game holds a special place in my heart. I love this game so much. I really like the story. I think how, he didn't listen, killed an assassin, freed the sage, got on a ship, got his boy, went to Nassau, did this whole thing with Ben Bringold and Blackbeard, and then, runs into the assassins a little later with James Kidd. James Kidd find out he's a dude, or he's not a dude, he's a chick. You find all this stuff out, blah, 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 and then, I know I'm gonna just go watch the Assassin's Creed Black Flag movie, or if you haven't played it, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Dude, honestly, bro, you need to play this game. Honestly, bro, this game is like the best game I've ever played. This game is like so good. I could just keep ranting about how good it was. The one thing, though, I think gets me a little away from this game, tailing missions. so many for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know, like so many daily missions. It's probably the one where you're on that boat in that like swampy place, Charlestown. That was really good. I like that one. They did have the aspects. The naval contracts were pretty good. I like the fact that the castles, added that in with Rogue too. The castles were really good. Rogue is a ripoff of Black Flag, but it's really good. Like, if honestly, I could put these two. I want to put these two right here, but I think Superior only belongs to this one game in particular. Now, different people may have not liked this game, may have liked the old style of the game Assassin's Creed 2 and them had, and they really involved on combat and assassinations too. Well, 3 did whatever it did for the game. I think this game really changed stealth games for the better. Nowadays we really don't have stealth in these things, and I don't know. It is really good. And then Freedom Cry was also really good. The fact you free the slaves, get the maroons, and then you be in the camp and all that, and then just be yes. I like that too. And the ship beginning part of Freedom Cry now, I think Adewale's story would have been a whole lot better if we just got a little more insight of him. He did die later on in Rogue. Also, another game you should probably watch the movie on. There's YouTube. The full movie is called, just search up Assassin's Creed Black Flag movie. It's got the whole gameplay and all that stuff. I'll put them in the links in the description. For those two in particular. I'll actually put all the Assassin's Creed games, the whole movies in the description. But it was really good. Now, this next game, Valhalla. So there's no option for Valhalla. But I'm going to have to put Valhalla in the decent pile there. Valhalla, I haven't played it enough to actually know what's going on. I've played it a little bit. It was alright. It's not the greatest game ever. I think the leveling system is a bit weirder than, how simple it was with these. And then the game just feels a little The story's confusing to me. I like the fact how the Vikings and everything is. Do like that aspect. The trailer, I don't know. I feel like they might have overpromised the game a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to drop in the comments what your opinion on Valhalla is, or just opinion on any game. Anything you disagree with my list, I want to know. Let me know. But it was a pretty good game, although all around. Valhalla is a pretty decent game, I guess. It's probably it would be the last. I'm not even gonna move it or anything. It was just, I don't know. But yeah, that's basically all the opinion I can give on it. You gotta go find skills to cheat the Reaper Faith. The assassins gotta teach you stuff. I do like that aspect of the thing and the missions. I like the new layout and everything. The map, it's a bit glitchy. The menu system is glitchy. It lags a lot. But that has nothing to do with the game. But, yeah. So, this is my list. Superior, Black Flag, Rogue, Boom Boom. Now, I'm going to talk about these games in particular for a minute here after this. So, we have Black Flag and Superior. Rogue, 2 and 3, and great. Good, we have Brotherhood, Syndicate, Origins, and Odyssey. Indecent, we have Unity and Revelations. In the garbage pile, we have Liberation. I think Liberation was okay. Like I said, I just don't think it belongs in decent. And then I have not played the original one. But I will probably redo this list when I do play the original one. It'll probably go in here if it's not good. I do like Altair as a character though. I've read his story and all that stuff. I've read the plot of this game, but I haven't played it, so I can't give you an opinion on my combat and everything. Combat, I don't know. Combat for this game was flunky, just the same with this one. Combat was flunky. I don't know. The Ezio trilogy gameplay didn't really change. It was really all the same. Syndicate and Unity are basically the same thing when it comes to, like, I don't know. Origins and Odyssey really have the same thing, with the power-ups and stuff, which is in Valhalla, but I think these games in particular, those two games in particular are so much better. But, yeah. Alright, so now I'm gonna rant about these three games here. So they all connect to each other. So basically, the whole Ezio trilogy in the first, like, 5 games. The first, like, I don't know, 7 games, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yes, the first 7 games. The first 7 games all connected with each other. So first of all, we have Desmond. Alright? He was in 2 through 3 and 4. There's a little part that gives to him. So in 2 and 3, you play from 2 through 3. You play as him. You do it. You got all these missions and stuff. Blah 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 blah. He, very weird character. I don't know, at the end of 3 when the burns, and then they connect that way. So many more ways they connect too. And then, this game is like, yeah, they found him with burns on the thing. I think they were like 3rd degree, 2nd degree burns. And he's dead. It was for the better of the world. I don't think so. But, anyway. But these all connect in a certain way. These 3 games in particular. Now, while Black Flag doesn't really connect with, 2 through Revelations. I think they don't really connect as well. But, so basically, you play as Haytham Kenway in the first couple sequences. And then you go to Connor Kenway. While his name is I don't even know what his name is. It's some gibberish Native American to me. Do not cancel me, please. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's, he's Kenway. Haytham, boom. He kills Haytham, his dad, I don't think, but he was trying to take his village, blah, 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 doing all the stuff he didn't agree with. Now, for like half of a sequence, they were buddies. They were friends, they were doing things together, and then somehow, I guess, he betrayed him. I don't exactly remember how the story went. And then, so basically, in this one, you're friends with Haytham. As you're a Templar, he's, one who gets you into the Templar Order, and, you just do a bunch of stuff with him. He shoots Achilles, which cripples him for this game, which is why he's crippled, and then blah, blah, blah. And then Rogue, Edward Kenway is the one that started it all. So, game starts off, you got, blah, 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 his wife dies, he has a daughter, gets another one, has another kid, which is Haytham, I don't know why I say it like that, but Haytham, and Haytham Kenway, who then has, I'm not even going to say it, with Connor's mom, and then, I'm not trying to get banned from YouTube, but basically, that happens, Connor, blah, 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 and so, Rogue takes place a little before, actually a lot before, Assassin's Creed 3 does, and 4 takes place way before both of them, like, I think 30 years, but, the thing is, why didn't Shay, go after Connor or something, because, he's in his town, you would go after him, but I think he didn't really have a reason to. I just think, Connor's really stubborn, and just a boring character all over. He was kind of fun, he had his fair share of good moments and everything, but This wasn't the best character, but yeah, that if you want my full opinion on this game, that's gonna be it. But yeah, bye.